Hola clase, ¿cómo están? Hoy vamos a hablar sobre el pretérito. Vamos a usar el pretérito para hablar sobre el pasado. El pretérito significa the preterite. So why do we use the preterite tense? We use the preterite anytime we want to talk about the past, something that we did that's stuck in a specific moment in the past. For example, I arrived at school this morning at 7:30 a.m. I walked to school. I drank my coffee. All three of those sentences are examples of the preterite, or the past tense. To form the past tense in English, our typical formation is to just add ed. An example, I talked or we danced. Formation in Spanish is not as simple. There's just a few more steps. Step 1, take your verb and drop the ending. You'll now be left with what's called a verb's stem. Once you have your verb's stem, add the ending. Here are your preterite endings. For AR verbs, your endings are a, aste, o, amos, astes, aron. ER-IR endings, iste, io, imos, istes, ieron. Now, let's see if we can take a verb and conjugate it in the preterite tense. The first verb we're going to work with is hablar. Hablar means to speak. You can see here that I have completed step 1. I dropped the AR from hablar. We are now left with the verb's stem. Our next step is to add the endings. Aquí tenemos el verbo hablar en el pretérito. To say I spoke, hablé. You spoke, hablaste. He, she, or you formal spoke, habló. We spoke, hablamos. You all spoke in Spain, hablasteis. They spoke, hablaron. Notice, the we form, hablamos, means we spoke, and it also means we speak. You will have to use context clues to know the difference, whether the speaker is using the present tense or the past tense. Also notice that several forms here carry an accent. We just talked about pronunciation in class and how important it is. Here's an excellent example. Let's look at habló. This is very similar to the present tense, I speak. However, the present tense does not carry an accent. So, I speak, hablo. He or she spoke, habló. Hear the difference in the stress. All right, let's conjugate another verb. Here we have comer. Comer means to eat. Step 1, we dropped the ER. Now, we need to do step 2 and add the correct ending. Remember, ER and IR verbs have a different set of endings than the AR. Let's add the ER-IR endings. Here we are. Comer is conjugated in the preterite. I ate, comí. You ate, comiste. He, she, or you formal ate, comió. We ate, comimos. You all ate, Spain, comistes. They ate, comieron. Again, notice that two forms do carry an accent, and you need to put your stress on the right syllable. Comí, comió. Now, let's see. Can you conjugate? Notice we have 6 examples here. I would like you to take a second and work through them. Number 1, I ate. Remember, the verb to eat is comer. You may pause the video during this practice section if you need a second to conjugate. Number 2, she left or went out. Remember, the verb to leave or to go out is salir. Number 3, we bought the tickets. Remember, the verb to buy is comprar. 4. You checked the luggage. Remember, the verb to check is facturar. Number 5. They wrote the letter. The verb to write is escribir. Number 6. I studied. Remember, the verb to study is estudiar. Okay, now let's review. Repasemos. Aquí tenemos las respuestas correctas. Yo comí. Ella salió. Nosotros compramos los boletos. 4. Tú facturaste el equipaje. 5. Ellos escribieron la carta. 6. Yo estudié. Did you answer all 6 correctly? If not, you may need to pause the video and go back to the beginning, reviewing your endings. If you have additional questions, please see page 65 in your textbook. Now, after reviewing these notes, if you have no further questions, I would like for you to work on the Preterite practice worksheet. Buena suerte!